Hey friend, welcome back. So if you're new here, my name is Rebecca, and today we're going to be diving into a powerful way to make money online, and that is dropshipping. So I'm going to be taking you through each step that you need to know in order to start your very own dropshipping business today. Everything from marketing your products to picking a niche to setting up your store. This is a beginner-friendly guide that's going to help you create a profitable side hustle with zero inventory, little to no upfront cost. So are you ready to learn? Let's go ahead and dive right in. What exactly is dropshipping? Dropshipping is a business model where you sell products directly to customers without having to keep inventory. You might be wondering, how is that possible if you've never explored dropshipping before? So let's talk about it. When somebody makes a purchase on your particular website or your store, instead of having the product in your own warehouse or your home, you are going to simply order the product from the other website, the supplier that you are partnering with. The partner is going to ship the product from their warehouse or their site directly to your customer who has ordered the product from you. This means no warehousing for you, no bulk upfront purchasing necessary, and very minimal financial risk. With dropshipping, you can offer a wide range of products, anywhere from clothing to accessories, to electronics, to home goods, and way beyond. All you need is a good supplier to partner with and a store platform, and we're going to dive into all of these things in a minute here. So the first step is going to be to pick a product niche. And if you don't know what niche to pick, I'm going to give you a simple formula and I'm going to walk you through it. So first of all, you're going to start with your interests and things that you feel like you would be able to succeed with in dropshipping. So make a list of all your interests and hobbies, everything that you are interested in starting this business around, and just list out everything that you can think of on a fresh sheet of paper. Now, once you finish that process, it's time to compare your list to profitable niches. So I'm going to pop a list up on your screen here, and we're going to go through these niches, and you're going to try to find a match between your interests list and the profitable niches list. So this is going to be one of the most important steps in dropshipping. When you pick a specific target market, you make it easier to attract loyal customers. A good niche is going to be in demand, it's going to be unique, and it can be marketed to a particular audience, because that's going to give you way more leverage in the market. So in order to find your particular niche, you want to use tools such as Google Trends, Amazon bestsellers, Pinterest, Etsy, and social media to see what's currently popular and what people are interested in. If there's a growing demand in any particular category for a product, then that might be worth exploring. So take your time on each of these platforms, looking around, seeing what is popular, and choose a niche that you are interested in. The second tip that I'm going to give you for choosing your profitable niche is to look for unique product ideas. Now, you want to find products that aren't overly competitive, but that they have a clear appeal nonetheless. So sites like AliExpress and Oblero are great for researching products with a high demand but limited supply. Tip number 3 on choosing your niche is going to be to consider passion markets. So hobbies and interests such as fitness, pets, or sustainable living have passionate audiences who are likely to make repeat purchases. So these can be great areas to focus on. All right, so now once you have your niche idea, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is to find products and reliable suppliers for your business. Your supplier is a crucial partner in dropshipping since they will handle your order fulfillment and shipping. So let's go ahead and look at some popular platforms and some tips on choosing the right supplier. Number 1 is going to be AliExpress. Now, AliExpress is a popular choice with a wide variety of products, but you want to make sure that you research each supplier's ratings and reviews because some of them may not be what they appear to be on the outset. So you really want to do your research, look at their reviews, make sure it's not just like one 5-star review. You want to really look for suppliers that have high ratings, fast shipping options, and go ahead and look at those shipping prices while you're at it because that is somewhere that can hang you up in this process. And you also want to make sure that you're looking for good communication from your suppliers. Okay, number 2, the second drop shipping supplier company that we're going to be looking at is called Oblero. And Oblero is an app that integrates with Shopify and helps you to source products from AliExpress directly to your store. So it's beginner friendly and it offers useful tools for product research. So it can be very helpful in this process. Now, number 3 of the third supplier that we're looking at is called Spocket. And if you want faster shipping options, Spocket focuses on suppliers from the US and Europe. So this can mean higher quality products and quicker delivery times, which can definitely focus on particular audiences that really have those values. All right, so a couple of quick tips for evaluating suppliers as you are choosing them, as you're going through this process. Number 1, always check reviews and ratings. Like I said earlier, do not skimp on this because some of them can be not legit, and that could land you in some sticky situations. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of reviews and ratings from a supplier before you choose to work with them. Make sure that they have strong credibility. Tip number 2 is to order product samples if possible to test out the quality and make sure that the process of the order and shipping is everything that you are expecting and you know exactly what your customer is going to be getting and the experience that they're going to be going through before it ever happens. Number 3, make sure that you are looking for suppliers that have clear and reasonable shipping policies, delivery times, and shipping prices. This is something that you want to watch out for as you're doing your research and trying to find the right supplier. Okay, so with your suppliers all lined up, it's time to move on to setting up your online store. So now we need a place to sell your products. The 2 most popular platforms for drop shipping are Shopify and WooCommerce. And let's break down each of these 2 options. On Shopify, it's a user-friendly platform. It has built-in apps for dropshipping, including Oblero, and it also has a variety of beautiful templates to customize your store. However, a con to Shopify is the price point. Shopify can easily add up to a very expensive experience for the dropshipper, such as yourself, going into business on a monthly basis. And so that is why on this channel, I do not recommend Shopify. I recommend WooCommerce, which is the second option that we're going over here. So number 2, WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a plugin that lets you turn your website into an e-commerce store. It's cost effective, guys, let me tell you. So if you are trying to start as a beginner from scratch and you don't have a ton of money to invest up front, that is why one of the reasons why I recommend starting with WooCommerce, and it is basically the sky is the limit with what you can do as you grow your store. You can do pretty much anything on there for free and do it professionally, but you can learn as a beginner. That's what I did, and I also can teach you how to do so. I have a free course on setting this up, so if you're interested in that, you can find it in the description of this video. I also do offer free text coaching as a part of that free course, so you can find that in the course as well. I would love to help you create a successful business in dropshipping. So like I said, WooCommerce definitely allows for more customization, professional look, and everything is extremely cost effective when you do it right. Okay, so tips for setting up your store. So tip number 1, you want to use a clean, user-friendly layout that's going to make it very easy and simple for customers to navigate your store. Tip number 2, you want to use high quality product images, which you can often get from your suppliers. And if you're having a hard time getting those quality product images that you need from your suppliers, you can also go onto canva.com and use their free mock-up listing tool. But I would recommend utilizing the supplier's photos if that's an option, because Canva can take a little bit of time and effort to get used to using it. But if you need to use it, it's definitely a great tool to get used to for the process of starting your business. Overall, it can be helpful for a lot of things anyways. Tip number 3 is to go ahead and write product descriptions that are going to focus on the benefits and solve a problem for your customer. You also want to make sure that you are using your description and your title to add in some optimization for your SEO to gain those customers and land those sales. Now with your store all set up, you are ready to start adding products and start pricing them to make sure that you're getting the profit you need. Adding products and setting the right price to make sure that you're getting your profit is going to be crucial to having a successful dropshipping business. Here is how you're going to be able to do it right. Number 1, use compelling product titles and description. So we were barely going into this in the last step. Now we're going to get a little more into detail. You want to make sure that your product titles and descriptions are clear and that they highlight the main benefits. You can use keywords in your product descriptions and title and tags and any other areas that are available in your listing to attract your customers and do some search engine optimization. So keywords that your audience is likely to search for are going to be the target words that you want to use for this step. In step 1 of this process, when we were doing niche research, we saw how to find ideal keywords. These same keywords are going to be the ones that you're going to be able to use for this step now in your product titles and descriptions to be able to get attention for your product. Step number 2 is to calculate your profit margin. So it's important that you have a profit margin. Of course, without a margin, you cannot really sustain business, and what's the point anyways? In dropshipping, you want to make sure that you cover your costs and also make a profit. So a good rule of thumb is going to be a 30 to 50% markup. For example, if your product cost is $10, aim to sell it for around $15 to $20. That's an additional 15 to 50% markup. And step number 3 is to offer discounts strategically. Consider offering a specific small discount for first-time customers or offering bundle deals to increase your average order value. All of these things are going to help you to make sure that you're getting the profit that you need and having the margins that you need long term and have success. Now, once your products are added, it's time to drive traffic to your store with some solid marketing strategies. We dipped a little bit into this with the SEO in your description and your titles earlier, but we're going to go a lot deeper into how to get the traffic that you need to make your sales. So step number 5 is going to be to market your products. Marketing is where you're going to turn visitors into buyers. And so here are some effective ways that you can get people to your store and boost the sales. Number 1, social media marketing. So let's talk about it. Instagram, Facebook, these are perfect platforms for visual products. You can use high quality images and post consistently to attract followers to your business. Instagram Reels and Stories are great for engagement. Number 2 is influencer marketing. So you want to find influencers in your niche who can promote your product, and even micro influencers can have a big impact, especially if they're connected to your target audience. If you are not able to start a YouTube channel or a blog or a TikTok that's going to be able to influence the masses, then you can turn to an influencer who already has the audience that is interested in your niche and your products, and that can give you quite a big boost in your sales and your credibility because you have somebody with credibility already backing you. Number 3 is going to be paid advertising. So you can list ads on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Google. There are tons of ads that you can pay for. These ads are going to allow you to target specific demographics, and it's going to make it easier to reach people that are likely to buy. So you want to start with a small budget as a beginner in this field, and you want to start to learn how to do these ads correctly. You want to test different ad formats and analyze what's working best, and you want to go from there. Number 4 is going to be email marketing. So you can build a list of email addresses of potential clients or customers who have visited your store. If you have a Shopify or WooCommerce store, you can set up an abandoned cart email or newsletter, and this is going to help you to reach out to visitors who didn't make a purchase, and it's going to help you to keep your customers informed about new arrivals. Now there's many different forms of email marketing that you can do, so you can do a little research on that. If you have a blog, if you choose to go that route, when people visit your website, you can sign them up for your newsletter or your emails. You can give a discount or some sort of promotion that will encourage them to sign up, and you can do a lot of different things. The more touches you have, the more engagements, the closer you become to getting that sale. Okay guys, moving right along to step 6, and in this step we're going to be managing our finances and optimizing for profit. Tracking your expenses and profits is essential, especially as you start to make sales. Now this can feel a little overwhelming, and as you grow, or if you have the budget for it, you can definitely outsource this part of your business. If it is not something that is a strong suit for you, you can find a bookkeeper, an analyst, accountant, so you don't have to do these things yourself. But either way that you decide to go, it's going to be essential that you focus on your finances so that you can make sure that you're getting the profit and the sustainability that you need to sustain long-term business. So number 1, you need to track expenses and revenue consistently. So you can use a simple spreadsheet, you can use a software, you can use an app. There are many different ways that you can do this these days, and you want to make sure that you're monitoring expenses, costs, you're spending on your marketing, you're spending on anything that goes into your business, and also your overall revenue. This way you will have a clear picture of your profits and exactly what's going on with your business, how it's doing, and where you can adjust. Number 2 is you want to make sure that you analyze your product performance. So you want to check which products are your best sellers and adjust your inventory accordingly. Focus on promoting what sells well and remove items that don't. You don't need to be worrying about those. I don't care if it's your favorite one. We are focusing on a successful business here, okay? So you need to analyze and you need to make adjustments accordingly with time. And this is how you're going to grow with time. It's okay if you don't have all the answers at the beginning, but over time you're going to get more insights as you keep track of things, and you're going to be able to that way grow your business and really skyrocket your growth and your income. And so number 3 here is going to be to experiment and to optimize. So you want to experiment with different products if possible. You want to experiment with different price points. What do people respond best to? Experiment with different marketing techniques, even product photos that you use. See what brings in more sales. Small changes can have a big impact on your overall profit, and so we want to experiment with different things when we have time and we want to grow. Okay guys, that is it. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I am truly honored that you would take your time to be here with me. Please let me know in the comments, what niche are you considering starting? Do you have any questions for me on this? Did I miss anything? And I really truly hope that this information was helpful to you. If it was, please take a minute to hit that like button to help out the channel. I would really appreciate it. And also feel free to subscribe, because we do this same type of content all the time here. And until next time guys, just remember that you are loved, you're not alone, and you've got this. All right, bye-bye.